The Tshwane Executive Mayor, Cilliers Brink, is, including the city officials, perhaps I should add, they are at this hour conducting an unannounced inspection of the city's water infrastructure. This follows days of water outages in some parts of the township. Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana is there for us and she joins us live. Zola, good morning to you. There's been an ongoing complaint, perhaps I should put it, by the residents of Mamelosi that the water interruptions are just one too many. What seems to be the problem?
Well, Xoli, what I can tell you from what has been happening, we've been here for less than an hour, and obviously the Tshwane Executive Mayor and also city officials have been conducting an oversight to really identify what is the problem, what is causing, rather, the prolonged water outages in the area. As you'd understand, that there are some parts of Mamelosi that have gone for over 2 weeks without water, but obviously he will be telling us more about that. But issues that they've raised, Xoli, is the illegal connections of informal settlements in these reservoirs that are really causing a strain on their infrastructure, resulting in some parts of Mamelosi suffering, especially those consumers that have been paying their water. And we're joined by Tshwane Executive Mayor, Mr. Cilliers Brink. So thank you very much for your time. Obviously today is about conducting an oversight visit and really trying to find a solution to an ongoing problem in Mamelosi.
So it's fundamentally unfair that illegal connections and land invasions lead to paying consumers in places such as Mamelosi not having water at high peak times. And that's in essence what it is. We didn't come here today to determine that. We came here today to determine the extent of the problem. We've got unlawful invasions of land on this reservoir site, then tapping into the infrastructure, and that is not metered. So your water reservoirs levels then drop, everything destabilizes, especially during peak hours. And now I get grandmothers and old people who pay their accounts who say they have to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning just to have water because of the illegal connections. That is fundamentally unfair. This is a law and order issue. Yes, the municipality has let this happen. We've all let this happen. But now must be a turning point. Because if illegal connections, and you'll see on the site, there are structures on the site tapping in water. There's no control of the site. If we allow the situation to continue, the water situation will simply deteriorate. Now, there's a second point. Mamelosi does need a new reservoir. It does need a new reservoir. We must put it in the master plan. But if 30-40% of your water is tapped this way, if you can't control this reservoir, if you're not getting full capacity out of this reservoir, how can we justify to the people that we'll build another one? So that to me is a fundamental issue. The one question we kept on asking, why do we take so long? In December we were here. You'll see these metal plates. That's where illegal connections, major, massive industrial illegal connections were disconnected in December. And now those spaces are weld shut. They shouldn't be weld shut. Those are air vents. But they have to be, otherwise things get worse. Even as we speak, there are still active illegal connections. You can cut this off today, it'll be back tomorrow. So our first priority here is going to be to inform residents. The reason for water shortages and stoppages is mainly due to land invasions and illegal connections. Number two, our priority is to get control of the site, because if you don't have control of the site, we can do whatever disconnection today, tomorrow will be back. And at the end of it, we do need the support of the South African police. Law and order affects so much of the quality of services delivered to people. And unless we speak about it straight and we're honest and candid about it, we won't be able to summon the resources to restore the law and order needed.
Well, I see you mentioning the issue of illegal, connections of water, which is primarily the reason why we're here. But what are other issues that are resulting in residents having prolonged water outages? Because some residents in Mamelosi are complaining about the city not being transparent about what is really happening.
Well, the reason I'm here today and speaking about illegal connections in particular, because that is the essence of the problem. I've been receiving lots of complaints, what's happening with the water, what's happening with the water. We put pressure on officials. And it's almost as if people accept illegal connections are there. But we have to link illegal connections to the result of illegal connections, and that's that there's no water in the tap, even for consumers who pay their bills, and that has to stop. The other issue that happened in Mamelosi, of course, was the burst of that big Rand water pipe. Massive burst. That also caused problems for us, because remember that feeds into our network. So there was a secondary burst on our network that had to be resolved, and that also affected the water levels. Luckily, Reservoir 3 of Mamelosi has recovered from 7% yesterday to, I believe, how much today? 24%, which is a significant. But, it doesn't help saying, oh, now the reservoir is full of water again, if you don't address the fundamental issue, because next month we're going to sit with the same issue until we resolve to address the issue of illegal connections.
All right, thank you very much for your time. That was Tshwane Executive Mayor Cilliers Brink, basically addressing the biggest challenge that they are facing as a city that is really resulting to prolonged water outages, especially in most parts of Mamelosi. Xoli saying that they will look into fixing these issues. There's an issue of fencing here, which means that people that live in informal settlements closer to this reservoir, they can easily access it. Hence, there are issues of illegal connections of water, resulting in some people not having water today. Xoli, back to you in studio.
Thank you very much. Zola Sholwana there, live for us in Mamelosi.